Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold, and the beautiful fans can't see what Bill Spencer gets out of pushing Luna Nozowa again into detailing the way she killed two men on the CBS soap. When Luna asks him why he wants to hear it, he deviously replies that she knows why. But the fans don't. They have no idea why Bill fixates on Luna's dirty deeds of murder. Bold and the beautiful fans can't see where Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, is going with his bizarre line of questioning. Every chance he gets he seems to grill Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, about the details surrounding her murderous acts. He asked her a few times already to detail her killings. Then he did it again this week on The Bold and the Beautiful. This soap usually won't waste the little allotted time they have with the characters divulging useless information. So fans think this is a hint of things to come. But what? The Spencer patriarch and the wayward intern share some secrets on Bold and Beautiful. Starting with what Luna says when talking about Bill Spencer's parents. More particularly, his mother. She seems to have insight into a horrific upbringing for Bill that fans weren't privy to in the past. Also, when Bill asks Luna about the details of the murders she committed, she wants to know why he needs to hear it again. Bill cuts her off and tells her she knows why. But the viewers have no idea what he means by that. Bill Spencer won't let up on his infatuation with Luna Nozowa's horrific deeds. This last time she told the story to him again, Luna said it felt like having an out-of-body experience. Each time she finished with a detailed account, Bill acted as if she passed a test. Bill Spencer and Luna Nozowa's behavior is very odd as they go back and forth in strange conversation. It is almost as if the Bold and the Beautiful publishing magnate is testing her. But for what? A new fan theory suggested he sounds as if he's making a case to get her off these charges. But it is too late. She is already living out her sentence. Each time Luna repeats the details of her murders, she displays remorse, and she continues to say she can't believe that she did what she did. This makes Bill happy, for now anyway. Bill Spencer also seems to be sending mixed messages to Luna Nozowa. She is his houseguest, but in a couple of scenes already this week, it sounds as if he begrudges having her there. Plus, the two seem to speak in cryptic sentences about Luna's murders and Bill's childhood. So Bold and the Beautiful fans are perplexed, but assume Bill Spencer has a doozy of a future move, his promise of a normal life, brewing for Luna Nozowa on this CBS soap. In the world of The Bold and the Beautiful, where secrets, scandal, and backstabbing run rampant, Bill Spencer is no stranger to stirring the pot. For decades, Bill has prided himself on his aggressive business tactics, his bold romantic pursuits, and of course, his sharp tongue. However, in recent episodes, viewers have witnessed a more unsettling side of the media mogul. His relentless pursuit of information from Luna, a woman caught in the tangled web of his family's drama, raises a valid question. Why does Bill feel the need to probe her for the most gory, traumatic details about her past? In an era where soap operas seem to get ever more dramatic and convoluted, Bill's behavior stands out as particularly unnerving. After all, Luna isn't just anyone. She's a character who's been thrown into the chaotic world of the Forrester and Spencer families. A woman with a complicated history that intertwines with the lives of many people Bill cares about. Yet despite the ongoing emotional turmoil, Bill continues to poke and prod, seemingly with little regard for Luna's well-being. So what's really behind his insistent need for these gory details? And what does this say about Bill Spencer as a person? Bill Spencer has always been a man who thrives on control. His entire empire, from Spencer Publications to the countless manipulative tactics he's employed throughout the years, rests on his ability to dominate situations and people alike. This need for control is more than just a personal flaw. It's woven into the very fabric of his existence. When it comes to Luna, Bill's probing questions don't seem to stem from genuine concern or curiosity. Instead, they resemble a calculated attempt to keep his finger on the pulse of her life. By pushing her for uncomfortable, graphic details, Bill is asserting dominance. In his mind, the more he knows about Luna's darkest moments, the more power he holds over her. It's an old playbook Bill often follows, especially with women who find themselves caught in the crossfire of his complex web. Whether it's manipulating the truth or twisting facts, Bill's goal is to maintain control, even if it means making others uncomfortable. This behavior is nothing new. Bill has consistently used people's vulnerabilities to his advantage. Take his tumultuous history with his sons, Liam and Wyatt, as a prime example. The way he constantly sought to control their relationships, their businesses, and their personal lives reveals just how far he's willing to go to remain on top. Luna's gory past is merely the latest in a long list of details Bill is willing to pry out to maintain his upper hand. While Bill's motives may be clear to him, what is less obvious is the emotional toll this constant prodding takes on Luna. At first glance, Luna may seem like a resilient character, someone who can handle the weight of the Spencer family's scrutiny. However, there's no denying that being forced to relive traumatic moments isn't something anyone can easily brush off. Every time Bill presses Luna for more information, he's not only reopening old wounds but also putting her in a position where she feels obligated to share things she may not be ready to discuss. In many ways, it's a violation of her privacy. As a viewer, it's hard not to feel sympathetic toward Luna as she navigates Bill's aggressive interrogation. She's not just a pawn in his game. She's a person with her own emotional landscape, one that is being trampled underfoot by Bill's relentless questions. Luna's trauma isn't just some fodder for Bill's amusement or gain. It's part of who she is, and constantly rehashing the details only serves to keep her trapped in the past. By continuing to push her for the darkest corners of her mind, Bill not only damages the fragile trust between them, but also reinforces the idea that her pain is nothing more than a tool to be used for someone else's benefit. One thing that has always defined Bill Spencer is his unshakable confidence. But beneath that bravado lies a deep well of insecurity, a vulnerability that he rarely allows others to see. In fact, it's often this insecurity that drives many of his more questionable actions. Perhaps Bill's need to probe Luna for the gory details is less about controlling her and more about his own fear of not being in the know. For all this success and power, Bill often wrestles with feelings of inadequacy, especially when it comes to the people in his life. His interactions with women, particularly, reveal a man who desperately wants to feel needed, desired, and important. By dragging out Luna's painful past, Bill may be attempting to reassure himself of his importance in her life. It's a twisted, somewhat pathetic attempt to ensure that he remains relevant in her world. This could also be part of Bill's broader pattern of attachment, one that borders on obsession. He has a history of becoming fixated on certain people, including women he's been romantically involved with or those who have a direct link to his family. His need to learn every possible detail about Luna's trauma may stem from a deeper, more psychological need to make her story, and, by extension, her pain, part of his narrative. By doing so, he can feel like the central figure in her life, even if the reality is far from that. At the heart of Bill's probing lies an unresolved question. What happens next for him and Luna? Can their relationship ever evolve into something more authentic? Or will Bill's persistent need for control and information drive? If Bill continues to act as if Luna's suffering is merely a storyline for his benefit, the chances of any genuine connection forming between them seem slim. Relationships, after all, are built on trust and mutual respect. Bill's current behavior undermines both of these essential elements. For Luna, this continued intrusion could become the breaking point, the moment when she decides that no amount of loyalty or affection is worth enduring further trauma for someone who can't see beyond his own desires. On the other hand, it's possible that Bill could eventually come to terms with his more toxic behaviors, realizing that Luna is not a pawn in his game, but a person worthy of respect. If he makes the effort to understand her needs and boundaries, he might be able to form a more meaningful connection with her, one that's not based on manipulation or control. For now, however, Bill Spencer's need to dig into Luna's painful past stands as a reflection of his own fears and insecurities. Whether he will ever truly acknowledge the harm he's doing remains to be seen. But for the time being, the bold and the beautiful viewers are left wondering, how far will Bill push Luna before she decides she's had enough? In this increasingly complex world of power plays and emotional manipulation, one thing is certain. Bill Spencer's latest move to prod Luna for the gory details is more than just an inconvenient behavior. It's a dangerous game, one that threatens not just Luna's well-being, but Bill's own grasp on the people who matter most to him. Whether he realizes it or not, his actions may come back to haunt him in ways he can't predict. And in the world of the bold and the beautiful, the consequences of such reckless behavior are often far more dramatic than anyone can imagine.